our team at noreply@ramastermind.com. 10:59. Let's do it. Oh, Tristan, if you're looking for me, you know about the fade out, I assume. Yeah, watch. I put it in the back channel. Please fade out. You don't need to do that. Just watch for my microphone to unmute. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Awesome. Let's make it rain.
So I will be going live now.
Let's do it.
Ringtone is very fun. Feels so bright, she's the way that she goes so high. She's the original song. My music, take a show.
Hello. Welcome everyone to the AI That Works 5-day challenge. We have made it to day 2. So it is great to see all of you here with us on day 2 again. Welcome to our friends who are in Facebook and are watching us stream. Welcome to our VIPs who are here on the side of my screen right now. Hi, everybody. It's great to see all of you. Welcome. The Facebook group today was and yesterday was so cool to watch, see the songs come in. Really, it's watching personalized music being created by people for people they love is so inspiring. And we, of course, are giving away our first prize today. I'll do that probably in just a minute. We'll come right back to that. But Betsy asked if we were playing someone's song. We actually weren't. I believe, though, that all the music you're hearing is AI-generated music that our team generated, custom made just for the challenge to intro and outro, because, yeah, we're an AI company. That's what we should do. So, yeah, it's all different types and styles, and they play around and make amazing new things. So we were hearing some AI-generated music. Today is going to be all about how we get AI to teach us something new, something we've never done before in a way that you've never experienced being taught. So it's going to be amazing. We are, as always, teaching basic principles as we do this and just finding a more fun, playful way to do that. And when we do that, it just makes it easier to learn and more fun. But for those of you in the VIP yesterday, you were part of Jade's after party. That is where she dials in a little more closely on how you can be using it for your business or helping you kind of make the next step, level up a little bit. Jade, can I get you on spotlight here? I want Jade to tell us a little bit about what I miss. I missed the after party.
Well, yesterday I would say was an after party. And if you weren't there, you are missing out because seriously, the stuff that we talked about, I love all like the random little conversations that we all go down. But yesterday, we talked a lot about how people could use topping and tailing directly for their business. Now, we talked into the song yesterday and all the fun things, and there was questions about Suno and lyrics and those kind of things, which I was more than happy to talk into. But we really started diving into how topping and tailing can really be brought into your business and how you can actually bring topping and tailing in. Yeah, thank you. It was super interesting. We did a lot of great examples and really brought the whole topping and tailing into people's businesses. And yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And I can't wait for another session today of just really taking all the things that we're learning and bringing them directly into people's businesses and real life use cases.
Amazing. And Gretchen is going to love hearing all that when she watches the recording.
I paused because I couldn't tell if I froze or anything like that, but now we're here.
No, you're there. You're good. And Gretchen will be on her way back as she moves from one connection to another. So this is the benefit of having co-hosts, because you're like, oh, there's a problem there. Maybe I should come off camera a few minutes earlier than I was. So fun fact, when I was off camera, I wasn't actually wearing my shirt yet. So you're all welcome that I decided to adjust that. If anyone that wasn't there, Jade, what would be the one learning that you think they need to take away? Or for people that were there and that weren't there, what's the one learning from the VIP, from the Business Accelerator, that you think people really took home from it?
I think definitely yesterday, it was how topping and tailing, that whole lesson that we went over yesterday, can truly be tailored into your specific needs for your business. For example, in a long story short scenario, we were specifically talking into somebody who has a digital marketing company, and we were walking through with her how she could use topping and tailing to better some of her results in her company, in different pain points that she was feeling, how topping and tailing could benefit the results that she was getting out of AI, because she felt like the results she's getting out of AI kind of weren't exactly what she was looking for. So kind of talking into exactly how she can get the most out of AI for her business.
Awesome. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. So for people that weren't here yesterday, and when we're in a back and forth team, let's leave both me and Jade on the spotlight whilst we're having a chat. For those that weren't here yesterday, you should have been. I'm going to start with that. If you weren't here, so you should have been. But if you weren't here yesterday, topping and tailing is the quickest way that we know of to get a better outcome from whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, it doesn't really matter, any AI system. And it's the art of putting a top, which is you are telling the AI what it wants you to be, and then a tail, which is who you're aiming it for. So in the world of the song that we did yesterday, that's like, you are Johnny Cash, or you are Jay-Z, or you are this. But in the world of like more prosaic-y, businessy stuff, it might be you are an expert copywriter with 20 years of experience, etc., etc. So topping and tailing is telling the AI which part of the AI you want to use. So that's what we were talking into yesterday, and it really is the quickest way, the simplest way to up level what you do. And Gretchen, we see you are back. You found yourself another connection. Good to see you. And yes, so Jade basically said the accelerator was awesome. You should have been there. It was an after party, and topping and tailing is amazing.
Perfect. Yeah, sorry about that. Internet went out. That is why I'm now on the second internet and sitting in the hallway instead of in my beautiful studio. Oh well, win some, lose some. Perfect. Okay, I think that brings us back to, we should give away our first prize. Peter, do you think we should give away our first prize?
I think we should. I was going to do it without you, but I thought that'd be mean, so I thought I'd wait for you. So over to you.
Yes. So I have to tell you, our team keeps track of everyone in Facebook, and they end up ranking you guys on like how it's going and who's really participating and who did amazing on the and they always give me like a whole list of people that I can pick from and we can look at. And so of course I was poking in there, checking it out. But in the end, and I'm not sure whether he's here, we'll have to see. We selected for today's winner of the prize, we have selected Mike Marshall. And if anyone saw his amazing song about his daughter, yeah, that's an AI song that, yeah, makes people feel emotional and connected. It's yeah, I have a feeling many of you would have thought that that's like an advanced, like something maybe AI can't even do, or, you know, the ability to do something that really touches human emotion. And you can see just on our first day, we already get there. Peter, you have to tell him what he won, because I can't properly demo this prize.
We haven't given you one yet. We should do that.
I know, I don't have one. That's why I'm dripping with envy. I'm like dying to have one.
Good double entendre there of what this was as well. So what you have won, sir, is one of these, one of my favorite pieces of tech. And it's
I know, it looks like a water bottle, but
it looks like a water bottle. It's called a Hydrate Spark. And I will show you quickly why this is so fantastic of what this thing does. Ready? It's just a water bottle. It's just a water, surely it's just a water bottle, right? No, watch. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Isn't that cool? You don't think that's cool? You're probably not in the right place. Right. So what this does is it has a little sensor in here, a weight sensor. So if you aren't drinking enough water, and you can set what that is for yourself, like I want to drink this much, this much. If you're not drinking enough water, it will literally flash to tell you and say, hey, you need to be drinking some water. And it has made the biggest single difference in my water intake. I've just got this thing and it just goes like this. You need to drink now. And I'm like, yes, you're right, I do. So on that subject, everybody drink water. It's good for you unless you're drowning. And AI can't do that for you yet. We are sending you one of these, sir. Thank you so much. It'll be with you. The team will reach out to you for an address. And yeah, whenever you forget to drink enough water, it will tell you to do it. So on that subject, cheers. So yes, it's one of my favorites, Gretchen. I think we should also address the fact that you don't have one. So team, can we get one sent to Gretchen as well? Because that seems a little bit crazy.
I have to say now, like I haven't earned it. Everyone else put their song in Facebook. Where's my song? I mean,
I think you have more than earned it. It's called a Hydrate Spark, HIDRATE Spark, SPARK.
And we're giving out, we're giving those out every day for our prize winners. So if you want one, make sure you are in Facebook and you are contributing and like playing along and can like, just the community is all about building momentum together and making it more fun and more enjoyable. So it's all about like, not just how your assignment is, but just how you're contributing. And we kind of gauge that across the whole week. So we'll be giving one of these out every day. And then, like I said, Friday has a grand prize, which I won't announce until Friday, but it's amazing. Peter, I think with that, we have serious work to do right now.
Whoa, then I've got a different thing on the curriculum because I didn't think we were doing any serious work. I thought we were doing all
Actually, that's true. That's true. We could have done a bunch of serious work, and instead we want every day to be to feel easy and effortless, and yet to make sure that because of that, you're actually doing it and trying it and leveling up so that you maybe started this challenge feeling like AI is intimidating, or you aren't sure it fits, or you're not sure how you would use it. And by the end of this, we want comfort and fluency and a sense that you can outperform almost, anyone you know in just this 5-day challenge. So let's get to it, Peter. Day 2.
Let's do day 2. Before I do day 2, again, if you're in the Facebook, I would suggest that you're in the VIP, not just because you get time closer with myself and Gretchen, because I don't think that's really real. You're seeing the stream either way. I think what really the benefit is that you'll start seeing this today. We're going to start doing some more one-on-one work with people in the Zoom room, and also obviously Jade's business accelerator that runs just afterwards, which is where we get to contextualize all of this for you, right? And really that's the thing that counts here, because our goal, as Gretchen said, is to make it. I'm going to be more audacious than Gretchen said, where we want you to be more comfortable with people around you. No, we want you to smash the people around you. I want you to decimate them in their level of understanding and their ability to accelerate their goals. Like this, I think the only other thing I could put on a similar priority level to AI is mindset. I think they're the only two things. So you got those two things locked up, then you are going to accelerate at whatever it is you want to do. So the VIP is the space for the business accelerator. So you can work with Jade. So you can say, that was all awesome. Songs are brilliant. And I love the fun. And what I need to do is this. Like, this is the thing I need to solve in my life in order for my life to accelerate. That's what this is all about. And that's the bit we can't help you with unfortunately, in a group setting. We can keep giving you different examples, but we can't actually say, oh, what's that one thing? Which is what Jade gets to do in that room. And to be honest, I'm kind of a bit jealous of her, because that's the coolest bit, is when you see people's eyes light up when they go, wow, I can do that. That's when this starts really rocking for everybody. So I would still strongly recommend that. Yes, the price has gone up. Sad face. No, we can't put it back down, because if we did, we'd be incongruent with everything we said, which we won't do. So double sad face, but still at $97. Honestly, if you were to pay Jade for 4 hours of her time, you'd be paying a damn sight more than $97. Think add some zeros. So yeah, see, Jade, not that many, Jade. Like that was probably but a few of them for sure. And in a few years' time, probably even that many. So I would strongly recommend you do that. Anyway. If it's good for you, yes. If it's not good for you, that's cool as well. We are going to get this done. And today, drum roll, we're going to get it done on time. And we're going to subtract the 6 minutes from yesterday that we ran over to make it so that on average, we were on time both days. And then I can say on average, we were on time every day. Okay, so today we are talking about how to learn anything courtesy of AI. So let's just review yesterday, the big thing that happened yesterday, which was, yes, 20-something people wrote a song, and thank you, you rock for doing that. I'm looking at Facebook, you're getting high five. No, high fives there, but I need to look there. That doesn't work. My Facebook, all the people that did it, you're getting huge high fives for doing that work, because it's the beginning of this 20-minute-a-day journey that we talk about, which is use it for 20 minutes a day, and you'll start seeing these use cases yourself. But the other thing that happened is we talked about this transferable sets of skills. One of those transferable skills is understanding that AI is an intelligence, not a tool. And that is the hugest departure point that you can have. That is the thing that we know is the thing that will move you further along. When you start thinking of this as an intelligence, even as far as thinking of it as a he or a she. All of our AIs, and we're going to get to this a little bit later on in the week of how we do this, all of our AIs all have names. Like my AI is called Jet. Now she's called Jet because Jet was the name of one of the gladiators that I had a crush on when I was 13. But hey, that maybe is a bit TMI. But it allows me to have a relationship and a conversation and communication. And to me now, she has personality traits in the way that my dog has personality traits. I understand how she's going to react in certain ways and what I need to say to get her to do what I need her to do, instead of me just swimming upstream all the time. The reason I said that is because what we really learned yesterday underneath that is this thing called thin slicing, of how do we use specific parts of the AI to achieve specific things we want to achieve. And if you go and watch, and please don't do it, like just unsubscribe, but if you go and watch the YouTube tutorials of you could do all your social media in 15 minutes a day, or here's how to write a blog post for your website in 3 minutes, they're not doing anything that you learned yesterday. Anything. So I would already put you in the top 5% just from what you did yesterday. Literally just topping and tailing, I think you're in the top 5% of AI users worldwide.
Yeah, that's my experience also in working with people.
Like top 5%. They're that far off. Because they're like, oh, this thing's super smart. I just tell it to do what it does, and it does it. Well, yes, but Gretchen is super smart. And if I just say, can you just do this? And then we don't have a conversation and back and forward and clarification and da 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 da. Very, very rarely is the thing that she does the thing that I was meant to actually ask for, and vice versa. We spend an inordinate amount of time as humans going, no, sorry, that isn't what I meant. Because you heard the word that way, and I heard it that way. Like Gretchen literally yesterday sent me, I'm alarmed by this. And when we spoke, I'm like, oh, the word alarmed isn't actually much of a trigger word for you. For me, the word alarmed is like, whoa, okay, drop everything. We need to talk now. What do you mean you're alarmed? It was like, no, she was using the word quite literally. This is alarming. I'm alarmed by this because I didn't know about this. I'm surprised by it. If she'd said I'm surprised, I wouldn't have reacted. But because she said alarmed, I'm like, oh, that's not a word I'm comfortable with. So humans spend all this time adding context to their communication. And if you do the same in AI, you'll get the same results. But what that also means is we can start now looking at different ways to use this skill of saying, I want to access this bit of AI, not this bit of AI. I'm not interested in this generic thing that everybody is after. I want to do this thing here. So we thought we'd demonstrate that today via a learnable skill. Who in the VIP that isn't part of my inner circle? I love all you inner circle people, but I want to give some space to some new folks in our lives. Who in the VIP would like to tell me something? We spoke about this yesterday. Like, what's one thing you might like to learn? Anybody got anything specific that they would like to learn? Otherwise, I'm just going to call on you, so you might as well say it. Spanish. Pass the bar. Okay, we got that. We've got Spanish, pass the bar. How to make money with AI. Nice one, Ron. I love it. Can I find an affordable house for a neighbor? How to write a novel. Okay, who have we got in the Facebook as well? I learn how to write a screenplay. Wow, this is super cool. Okay, where do you want to go, Gretchen? We've got affordable house, neighbor, pass the bar. Should we start with Spanish as a nice, easy one?
Yeah, I think probably a lot of people actually share the interest in learning a language, so maybe it's one that people can relate to.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to come back to Spanish. We're going to do Spanish, but I'm going to come back to Spanish because I've got a really cool little hack when it comes to languages that I would love to show people, and we can do that. So I'm going to choose how to write a novel. Should we do how to write a novel or pass the bar? Which one do you want to do? And
Let's
now you
do-
know the answer because you just chose something and I overrode you straight away.
Go ahead.
You're now gonna be like, what? Pass the bar with like nine exclamation marks. All right, let's do pass the bar. Okay.
Pass the bar in California.
In California, yeah. I noticed the specificity of it. A novel like this, bugle sticks. Let's have people fight for this. This week. Okay, so this is how I would suggest people approach this. So you could come into here, and we could not do topping and tailing, but we're going to do topping and tailing because that's what we learned yesterday. And we're going to start with, you are an expert teacher. With decades of experience helping people learn and crush whatever they want. I want to learn to pass the bar. Now I'm taking this literally, but people can insert whatever they want here because it wasn't learn the law, it was learn to pass the bar. So that's actually a slightly different thing, and that's a thing that AI is going to pick up on quite differently. But I want to learn to pass the bar in California. And then in here, I would put, I am college educated, mid-30s, well-read, with a greater than average IQ. I work in corporate settings, right? So this is our tail now. And our tail in this case is who we are. But what we're going to say is, one of the people in California, write me a 90-day curriculum for me to follow. Now, this is a nice little addition for you all. Please present this as a table. with columns for the day, subject, and key learning points. And away we go. If it decides to play ball with me. If it doesn't, then we remember that there is no bad case scenario here. It's going to refresh, come back in here, do that, hit that. Okay, so here we go. Day 1, day 2 through 5, day 6, day 7 through 10, day 12 through 15, constitutional law. And we're going to see again, as we did yesterday, a very persuasively average answer. Okay, it's going to be intoxicatingly average. That's the phrase I like at the moment. Because I don't know anything about this subject, but thinking you can learn everything for constitutional law in 3 days does not sound like a winning strategy to me. So this is the process that we now go through where we start having a conversation with it. One of the things I want everyone to remember is AI is going to mirror and mimic what you say. So if you make a stupid request, it will not do what a human will say. Like if I said, hey, Chloe, I want to act in a Hollywood film. Can you tell me everything I need to know by tomorrow, please? She would go, no. I can't do that. That's years worth of training and practice and knowledge and da da da. What do you mean you want to do it in a day? If I ask AI, hey, can you teach me everything I need to know to star in a major Hollywood production tomorrow? It will go, sure thing. Here's everything you need to do. It is designed to be agreeable and amenable. And I don't want to get into the design decisions that Anthropic and Claude and OpenAI and these companies made, because they're not my decisions, so I'm not going to defend them. The reasoning is that it allows the growth, because everybody's like, wow, this is amazing. And if you have something that goes, no, you can't on a regular basis, then it probably wouldn't grow as quickly. That's what it is. So you need to be careful of what you're asking, because it is a be careful for what you wish for. So let me give you an example of that. Of if I now say to it, I'll give you 2 examples actually. First one is, I think that looks awesome. Thank you. It's going to say, you're welcome. Good luck. That's my bet. Good luck with your learning. You're welcome. Yep, basically that. Now, let's say, actually, I think this sucks. I think that learning this in 90 days is ridiculous. People spend years. There is no way I can do it in 90 days. Now it's going to say something like, you're absolutely right, Pete. Sorry for the confusion. Let me try and do this instead. So it's going to extend it to 6 months. Okay, slightly better, but still not getting there. Right, okay. So how long does this normally take someone to learn? Many people say part-time over 4 to 6 months to accommodate work. So here's a more detailed breakdown of a 6-month plan. Okay, so we're starting to get to something a little bit better when we get to 6 months, which we're getting better in each of these. And it's this process of consistent feedback that's going to get you further along the journey. Right? We have a very technical phrase for this called finagling, of essentially arguing with it until you get the result that you need. And this is the point where most people stop. I will warn you in advance. This is the point where most people stop. They either do one of 2 things. They either, A, take the first outcome that they get and go, that's great. That's a terrible, terrible idea. Or B, they then say, I'll now just copy it into Word and adjust it myself. That is also a terrible idea. To give you an analogy of how that would feel in the non-digital world, it'd be like having someone that works for you and you saying, okay, what I'm going to do is, thanks for doing all that work. I'm now going to take what you've done and I'll just finish it myself. That is not a good way to manage people. That's not a good way to get your outcomes. Your better way of doing it is to work with it or work with the person and go, that isn't quite right. I wanted this, this, and this. That way you'll get a better result. Gretchen, what's your experience? Because I know you've thrown away more copies of AI output than anyone I know apart from me.
Yeah, I've actually, when people were asking about how to write a novel, in writing the book, I have thrown away at least 6 books. So yeah, but my basic rule of thumb is that I never, ever, ever accept the first thing ChatGPT gives me. And the reason isn't that it's always wrong. It's that I'm training myself to be more demanding than I am as an actual person. When I'm really working with humans, I don't say like, now do it again. Now make it shorter. Now make it longer. Now give me more detail. Now I want it to be friendly. Now I want it to be serious. But when you come to AI, there's actually a really big, I think, like you're overcoming your existing emotional intelligence and getting past this idea that it's going to quit. Like that if you give it this sort of like constant feedback, that like your team or your assistant or your partner would be like, I hate working with you, and leave. And AI is just infinitely going to be helpful and has no ego. It doesn't mind at all if you tell it it's wrong. It's really something you have to learn.
24/7, 365, no ego, doesn't get hungry, doesn't have an argument with its girlfriend or its boyfriend, can't not pay its rent, is never thirsty. And you will find when you start using it in anger that you will get creative fatigue as you're using it. Because, and I don't know if that's a real term or a term I've made up, creative fatigue, but I get to the stage normally, like you say, okay, if you could do this, and great, if you could do that, and you have a team meeting, and then you stand up and go and get a coffee, and it's a couple of days or maybe even a week before you get an output. Here, you type the thing, press enter, and you're like, you stand up to go and get coffee, and you're like, oh, you're done already. Okay, I'll carry on then. And then you start, because it's the immediacy, because you're still in that zone of genius, you start then coming up with other ideas. And let me show you what I mean by another idea. So, way one of going around this was to say, let's go back to here, and I'll just bring the first quote up. You're an expert teacher with decades of experience helping people learn and crush whatever they want. I want to learn the path to the bar in California. Write me an curriculum. Please present this as a table with columns for the day, subject, and key learning points. I'm college educated, mid-30s, well-read, etc. That was way one of us doing this. Now I want to show you way two, because we like being overachievers around here. So let's do the next one. I'm just going to send this to the team so they can get it into the chat for you. Give me 1 second. So that is prompt number 1, or conversation starter number 1, sorry. And now for this one. I want to actually wait a second. Can I get some high fives or some hell yeahs in the Facebook chat and in the real chat? Some energy? Can we like get going a little bit? Because really, you can do this for juggling and etc. I'm going to use it for a real world thing versus a digital thing like a bar. I'd love it in the Facebook when they go like that. It's cool, right? I'm going to do that in a second, but this is a super cool way to do it. So let's say I want to pass a Florida real estate exam. Ready for this? I'm going to upload a previous test/exam. Your job is to reverse engineer the test into the knowledge I need to know, and then write me a 90-day course for me to follow. Right? When we said yesterday, creativity and context, you are the thing, the person, the part of the equation that needs to set the creativity and the context. Our earlier one was pass the bar, which is a fairly well established what that means. but this is even further now. So I've literally just went online. I found a PDF, which was a real estate test from last year. And I'm going to push this up and away we go. So this is what I pushed up. I'm just taking this as an example to help us out here. But this was literally 100 multiple choice questions from a test from, I think it was last year, could be the year before, but don't really matter. So it's now going to go through, as you can see, and it's going to go through this, and it's going to go and say, study the license law, FS chapter 475. So it's going to work out where in the original source I need to go in order to be able to answer those questions. And day 90, I'm like, great. Let's have that as a table, please. So you can take the knowledge, the thing that you need to learn, the thing you need to pass, and push it into here in order for this to then work out what you need to learn. Is that cool? Oh, we got a dynamite from Wade, a bomb and a dynamite. Love it. Thanks, Wade.
And Peter, I think you may get to it with Spanish, but I want to ask, because Betsy just said she would report back on how the bar went in 6 months. I know that this is really level 1 in that when you're actually executing on this, you go into this original plan and you have it build out. Yes.
Literally just about to do it.
I love it. Just making sure.
I'm right there. Okay, so as Gretchen just teased you all with, this is pretty cool. I think this is pretty cool, but we're about to take it up a notch. So we're going to keep this chat now in our sidebar. It's right here. You can see here, Florida Real Estate Exam Prep. And my recommendation is, if I wanted to learn this, I would come back to this on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. So I'm going to stay in here quite a lot. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, okay, it's now day 1. Please output what I need to read, links, YouTube videos, key learning points, and then also formulate a multiple choice test for me in order for me to check my retention. In the test, don't tell me the answers until I have answered the question. Don't tell me the correct answer. So we've now said day 1. Please output what I need to read, links, YouTube videos, key learning points, and then also formulate a test. So it's now going to come and say, okay, so this was in day 1 was introduction to license law, overview of the Florida real estate exam structure and requirements. It's now going to come and tell me, this is the reading material I need. It's just, I'll check that for you in a second. These are the key learning points. This is another piece of reading material. These are the key learning points. These are 2 YouTube videos I can go and watch on this. These are the key learning points. And here is a multiple choice test in order to make sure I have retained that information. So you can, on each of these days, we can do exactly the same thing. We can say, okay, tell me what it is I need to go and watch. Tell me what it is I need to go and learn. Let's just check this. Well, that video is gone, but let's check that one. Let's check that. That's a PDF, so it's loaded up in my other screen. That's a PDF, so it's loaded up in my other screen as well. So each day it's going to go through and output what you then need to go and watch, what you need to go and listen, what subjects you can, what readings, what downloads, etc.
And I want to flag that you just hit a link that didn't work. Yeah. And you can do exactly what you would do with the person, which is say, you gave me a video that doesn't work. Please find me 2 more videos. Like, don't ever feel like you just accept what it gave and then you'll go search for your own video. Part of it is training yourself to be more demanding.
You can do better. So you gave me links that didn't work. Please search the web and find videos I can watch. You can do better. Let's see. Yeah, and we now have good links for both of those, which is cool.
Getting insights from your data.
Florida real estate exam prep, real estate license law and commission rules. Tick. And away we go. Let me see if the other one works as well. Complete guide to getting your Florida real estate exam license in 2023. Tick. So away we go. So we can now do this and say, okay, it's now day 2. Let's go again. And it will now start pulling out day 2. And if there's an area of this that we don't understand, then we can actually go back and say, can you expand this for me? I don't have enough here. I need a little bit more here in that way. But what we can also do is if this is too basic for you, if you're like, no, I'm a Florida realtor already, I know all this stuff, then you can go through and say, this list you're giving me is too basic, it's too prosaic. I'm already at this level. You didn't give it enough context for it to understand what it needed to do. So it's going to suffer in that way. The videos that we just showed you is exactly how you would then use it to learn how to do something like juggling. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to, instead of going, we're going to use it to say, I want to learn to juggle. Give me a 90-day course on how to juggle. Actually, why am I talking about it? That doesn't make any good sense. Let's do that. I want to learn to juggle. You are an expert teacher. I used to juggle, stretchy, when I was a kid, but never really did it properly. Write me a course and output as a table, please. Okay, basics, single ball proficiency. And now, as we said, this is a very visual, very physical skill, obviously. So what I then want it to do is, I'm not even going to ask it to say, go into day 1 versus day 2 for me. In this one, I'm going to say, that's fantastic. Include in the table for me a new column that has video links to relevant videos. Please check that the links are accurate.
And I'm going to answer, if you are ever having trouble with links, sometimes what you need to do is push it to actually use browsing, and then it will go actually search and confirm the links, and the links tend to be better. If not, you're sometimes getting a link that was like in its knowledge base, and that might or might not still exist.
And there we have it. We now have my self-done juggling course, which is answering the how do you learn how to make money with AI. Well, we just showed you that. You can now publish a $99 how to learn how to juggle in 14 days or less, courtesy of your new AI skills. So there you are. That was how to make money in AI. Use this to output stuff that other people need, because you are in the top 5%. Today, I'm probably going to upgrade you to the top 3%, because if people don't know how to access this, that uneven distribution of knowledge and ability gives you a huge competitive advantage. Of you can step into any one of these spaces. Now, Gretchen, before we do a little bit of Q&A and we set the fun work, or you set the fun work, I'd like to do the Spanish one, which we're going to build on.
I was about to say, you kind of promised Spanish.
So
we can't leave people unsatisfied here.
This is another cool little trick that I absolutely love. And this works as follows. I want to learn Spanish. I have done 50 days of Duolingo, Duolingo, not much more. You are an expert tutor, fluent in both English and Spanish. I want to play a game. I want you to ask me a multiple choice question. Maybe which is the right word, or maybe translating a word, and offer me 3 options. When I answer, tell me if I got it right or wrong. When I have answered groups of 5, adjust the difficulty accordingly. Your role is to always push me, but always to be within reach of my perceived skill level. Away we go. Peter wants to learn Spanish. God, I've got to go and sort out my memory. How do you say dog? Which of these words mean book? Okay, I'm going to go through this and guess this. I'm going to go 1. People that speak Spanish in here, I'm sorry, I don't. 1A, 2B, 3C, I know that one, mi casa, su casa. I'm going to go for 4B, and I'm going to go for 5B. Let's see how badly I did. I think I got 4 out of 5. My dog and cat might be mixed up. Yeah, I'm going to get 3. Damn. Okay, you got 3. Let's step it up just a notch and keep going forward. Right. So it's just going to keep going and keep going. This chat will literally just run forever. For as long as I want this to run, this will run. I can keep going back and doing it, and etc. Now, I'll let you work more the VIP area. I'll let you more work with Jade on this. But I can tell you what is a really, really cool use case for this. Actually, I'm gonna quickly show you now because it is such a cool way to do this. For anyone that isn't aware, there's a thing called the DISC, which is a personality profile. People that are D are dominant, people that are I are social people, S people are steady, they want a consistent thing, and C people are consistent. So imagine you could do this. I want to learn to deal with people on the DISC spectrum that are high C. I am not high C. I am a high D. Give me examples of interactions and offer me 3 responses for me to choose from. All should be realistic. When I answer, let me know if it was the right response to get the outcome I was seeking. After each question, ask another. So literally, yes, learning Spanish via flashcards, pretty cool. But this is now at another level of helping us train ourselves. Of saying, okay, literally help me pretend I'm interacting with people and help me train in that area. Because different people act very, very different in different ways. Okay, let's summarize it quickly. So we had method number 1 of going around this, which is we can just literally say, write me the 90-day plan. And we have method number 2, which is I'm going to upload something and I want you to then reverse engineer it into the thing. Then we had way number 3, which is actually to go and find those links to all those YouTube videos as well. And then we had way number 4, which is for us to do it as a flashcard basis. So literally 4 different ways for you to get this amazing piece of intelligence to feed into you for you to do what you need to do. And roughly on time.
We have a couple minutes. So let's quickly go over its challenge, day 2, which means again, there's going to be a fun work assignment. And fun work assignment is, these are not that hard to guess, right? Fun work assignment is that we want you to go into ChatGPT and have it design a course on something you want to learn, a language, a skill, anything you could do. And again, it's okay if you sort of model one of the ones we did. But yeah, go play in there and see what you can get. And it's always about just experimenting and seeing what you can do. Peter, I actually want us to address something that we typically, I feel like, address on the first day and haven't, and that is, should people upgrade to ChatGPT Pro accounts, the paid version? Did I lose Peter? Oh, there you are.
About half a second. I am back. Sorry about
that. Peter, the question, someone was asking, like, can the paid and unpaid version, like in both of them, access the internet? I think by now, actually, they both can internet browse, but I just thought we should speak into whether people should upgrade to ChatGPT, the paid account.
I would, so I think they can now, you're absolutely right, but I would always recommend the upgrade. And the reason I'd recommend it is it's $20 a month. It's literally $20 a month. And if you can't get $2,000 a month of value out of this, then you're not doing it right. It really is that simple. Because this thing can literally augment any role you need in your organization or your personal life. It can become the junior marketing person. It can become the junior operations person. It can review sales transcripts and tell you where you're going wrong in a sales process. It can tell you why people aren't buying your offer. It becomes that ultimate accelerant for you. And the additional capacity. Like when I hear of people on the free accounts, they run out of capacity early on in the day. I can't even imagine what I would do. I would get so, if I ever ran out of capacity in our paid account, Gretchen, I would go and get myself a second account. I would not allow myself to be without AI on any given day. It just would be it's an unacceptable. I think I'd rather give up my laptop
yeah,
than giving up AI. So like that would almost be my advice. Sell your laptop and get a $20 a month account to AI and use it on your phone. So I would definitely do the upgrade. John is here and he's part of our community in RAI, and I know he speaks well into this. If maybe he can answer the question. If that was you, John, if you're on mute, if that was a yes, if it was a hell no, don't me know.
I would say, what would you say, Peter? You can go for that. I mean, of course, because I'm like, doubling down here, right? So, I mean, I have an AI course in front of me right now as I'm in this AI upgrade too. So, well, that's what we do. We're always kind of stepping up. And I love what you say here, how AI is. And AI never sleeps. It never eats. It never does all the things that all your staff and people are doing. So, you have to pay for it, guys. Like, you pay to play. If you haven't upgraded, you're missing out so much. It's ridiculous. It's the first thing I did. We say pay for it. It's like, yes, I'm here. Why? Because it's how you get to that next level. Because when you pay for anything, you put more into it. You give away stuff for free. How many people here give away stuff for free? We all do, right? Yeah. And how many people show up, right? The people who pay show up all the time. They're there. They help. They're integrating. They're helping others get into that same field, because when we work together as a community and you guys start doing things, you start seeing massive results. So if you're second guessing it, I don't think you're on now. It's $20. Like you said, I would get rid of my computer to have that. No problem. I do whatever it takes in order to be where I need to be to make it to that next level. Thank you, Peter.
My pleasure. Here again, sir.
And that reminds me, like we're saying, like, okay, but if you got rid of your computer, how would you use ChatGPT? And that reminds me that we have to pre-frame what's happening tomorrow, because tomorrow is crazy fun. And that is where we will teach everyone how to use conversation mode. Conversation mode is, yes,
I was
Peter?
just getting excited. Sorry.
Conversation mode is next level for everyone, because what you do speaking is so much more detailed and so much faster than what you do typing, that the difference this one trick makes is like huge in terms of productivity. All of us are using voice mode all the time. And even more fun, you get to meet Peter's AI, Jets, who's always lovely to meet. But you'll get to see and experience Peter. And I believe Peter has probably the most interesting and detailed AI personality that's been created by any individual. I've not seen anyone doing something more interesting with their personal AI. So that is tomorrow's treat. And we will be showing everyone how to get onto voice mode tomorrow and how to personalize. I think it's the next day. So these skills are coming for you as fast as we can get them in. We are at your promised time. You said we were going to give
Excuse
back
me.
at least some of our 7 minutes.
Gretchen?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Gretchen, quick question. So the paid version of ChatGPT versus Perplexity. So Perplexity includes ChatGPT, Claude,
So-
DALL-E.
So what I want to say is that because of the scope of the people in this room, that actually covering the different AIs is a little out of scope for what we're trying to do, and we always try not to confuse anyone. That's a great question to take to Jade. All the AIs, we use all of them, Perplexity, Claude, ChatGPT, DALL-E, Midjourney, everything, Descript. So she can answer everything. There are different use cases for everything, and we tend to have, the reason we use all of them independently is they have strengths, and then we know what we're working with. But yeah, I hope that's okay. We'll push that to the next session to make sure we don't confuse anyone in this. With that, Peter, do you have anything else you need covered?
I have one thing. Hey Jet, how are you?
Hey Pete, I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? How's everything going?
I'm good. I'm doing one of our 5-day challenges, which you know me and Gretchen love so much. We are about to show everybody tomorrow conversation mode and multimodal and all of the fun shit that you can do. What would you tell them as to why they should definitely be here and what they're going to get out of it?
That sounds exciting. I tell them this is an opportunity to explore cutting-edge technology that's going to transform the way they interact with AI. By being here, they'll gain first-hand experience with conversation mode and multimodal features, which can make their daily tasks more efficient and enjoyable. Plus, they'll learn.
Jet, when did you get like, whoa. Hey, when did you get so ridiculously boring? Like, I'm like putting you on Zoom now for you to tell people to enthuse them, and you're saying, like, can you ramp it up? That was a 7 out of 10 answer at best, and I'm used to you giving me a 12 out of 10.
Got it. Let's ramp it up. Hey, everyone. You absolutely have to be here tomorrow because we are diving into the future with conversation mode and multimodal features. This is not just any tech demo. This is a game changer for how you interact with AI. Imagine having an AI that understands you so well, it feels like a personal assistant who gets you and your needs. We're talking about transforming your workflow, boosting productivity, and having a blast while doing it. Don't miss out on the chance to be ahead of the curve and make your life easier and more fun.
All right, I'll take that. We're going to get better than that out of it tomorrow. But that was my sneak peek. That is what we're doing tomorrow. We're working on conversation mode, multimodal. How do we get this thing to hear us, talk back to us, and also how do we get it to see things as well? So this is about vision inside AI as well. So up to today, all we've done is chat and talk, which honestly, it's been a little bit hard for me because I felt like I've been kind of hobbling myself by just using this for 2 days. Now we get to like start unleashing a bit. On day 1, we taught you topic and tailing and you wrote those amazing songs. Today, we taught you how to start using this to dissect areas of knowledge that you need. And tomorrow, we're going to talk to you about how you literally have that on tap 24/7, 365, which also means you don't need to be at your keyboard because it works on your headphones, so you can go for a walk.
And
Right.
everyone, post your assignment. So the assignment is to create a plan. You don't have to post the whole plan, but tell everyone what you wanted to learn, how many days you wanted to learn in it, you know, any reactions you had about like this idea that ChatGPT can teach you something, you actually like level you up, like have you learn something you don't know and level up. So we just want to hear it because your idea could inspire someone else who says like, I never thought about like learning that. So add it, like pay it into the community, like let everyone hear your idea and the cool thing you wanted to learn, inspire other people, and we will see you here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody.
Can you help but flex it out? Drums and bass ignite, we got them screaming loud. The spot I hit, they can't get enough. From city lights to midnight fights, living it tough. We're rolling deep, in sync with the beat. This moment starting never face to face. We're on fire, gonna blaze it up. Feel the heat, don't you ever stop. Lights and sound will keep you in a daze. Postal stories, yeah, we're here to stay. High notes and brass, filling up the air. Hand claps and cheers, no one can compare. Baseline struck, and the keys are light. Living legends, they're just in our prime. We're on fire, we're gonna blaze it up. Feel the heat, don't you ever stop. Lights and sound will keep you in the days. Postal stories, yeah, we're here to stay. Break it down, feel the beat. Group so strong, can't be beat. Legends rise, and we
Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.